You're my you're my researcher. Look how much it costs to do a lethal injection, and find out how much it costs to do a firing squad. This is Pokemon related. Look it up. It's Pokemon related. Completely Pokemon related. Oh, why did I make you do Mach Punch? What happens when I'm not paying attention? And of course you get burned. Yeah, but you're still... What's the electric bill? That's a lot of electricity. See, if this world... If Pokemon were real... Here's a terrible thought. If Pokemon were real, the electric chair would cost so much less, because all you have to do is hook up a whole bunch of Pikachus. That's absolutely terrible and frightening. I'm sure Ash doesn't come across that in the anime. We don't know about the manga though, because the manga does have death. Alright, so modern day death by stoning. The way you do it is you bury the person about chest down, neck down-ish, and then you stone them to death. And that costs $100 something. $144. That's probably covering the stone cost. And sand cost, because you gotta bury the person neck up, or chest up, and then waist to chest up. Which doesn't sound very humane at all, so that's off the list. But what is the cheapest way, Bonnie girl? Our Pokemon professor. What's our cheapest way of execution? Ah, no. That. Oh no. That's a. How much? So for $48 and $43.28, the cheapest way of execution is crucifixion, which I don't see that going over well. Let's put aside any of my beliefs and put aside any of my feelings on bringing back that I just don't see that going well with the general public. And back to my feelings, I just feel like that's opening up a whole can of worms of end times prophecy, and that's just frightening. Oh, that's even more disturbing. So I've just been informed by our Pokemon professor, Bongan Girl, that death by crucifixion is still an option for execution in Sudan. And what? Oh, in Saudi Arabia. Wow. Well, that is the geographical location to make it traditional, I suppose. Kind of close. The Roman Empire. Well, not really, because the Roman Empire didn't actually go all the way down through Sudan, but don't knock me on that information. I know more about history than I do Pokemon. But it's still that area. It's very close. Okay, well, the guillotine costs about $1,700. Yeah, $1,700 to do the guillotine, and that has not been available as an option in any country since 1981. No, not the 1800s. 1981. What? With a few bucks, you can deck it out with paint.
Add a few bucks and you can put it out with paint.
That's terrible. Man, the internet is terrible sometimes. So the site she is pulling this information up is said, for a few extra bucks, you can pimp out your guillotine and just get it painted up to whatever you want. $10 to $15 for the bedazzler.
And a basket to catch the head.
Oh, and a basket to catch the head, yeah. Which, I know this because I know a little bit about European history, but the guillotine, regardless of how, frightening or, vicious that may be, it was more, humane at the time. Because they were using axemen, and axemen don't always hit their target. Because it's a heavy axe, which is supposed to go through the neck in one fell swoop. But it's not always the case. Maybe they're not putting enough power behind their swing, or they just miss and hit the back or hit the head. So sometimes, or oftentimes than not, it would actually take more than one swing to get all the way through the neck, because the neck is actually pretty strong. That's why the guillotine was more humane, because it always went through the neck in one slice. Oh, a lot of states actually still use, and actually a lot of countries still use the electric chair as a form of execution, but one guy was arguing that the electric chair should be replaced with the guillotine, because when you use the guillotine, decapitation is actually far less painful. So on a human rights argument, it's better than the electric chair. Also, number two, all the organs of the criminal is still intact, so you can still use the organs for donation to people that really need it in hospitals and all that, which I'm not really against. That's, if someone needs a liver to survive, or a little kid, donate the liver. I'm an organ donor on my on my driver's license. Yay! Anyways, this conversation has gone on a tangent. This all started off with Spinda. This is why I don't like Spinda. This whole talk about execution and, death sentence and everything has all spawned from that little guy right there looking at me with his stupid little curly cute eyes. You caused my entire channel to go from, hey, this is a gameplay channel, yay, maybe I'll do a review, yay, to executions. Yeah, it is all my fault. But I'm gonna blame Spinda. I'm gonna blame Spinda on this. This will be a fun sequence to edit. This will be very fun to edit. But I blame Spinda. It's all Spinda's fault. Yeah, I might actually just keep this entire conversation and post it as a behind the scenes. Just be like, here's the unedited conversation. Here's the edited 10-minute conversation. Here's the unedited 45-minute conversation about execution. All stemming from Spinda. Little herbiger. Yeah. Oh, wait. How's that for an execution? Throw some acid on their face. Because that's what I'm doing right now. This game is not family friendly. Look at that. I just threw acid on his face until he fainted and blacked out. This game is sick. It caused me to go into a conversation about death sentence and what sentences are the cheapest, what's most humane. I didn't go into the topic of whether or not death sentence should be there or not, or who should get a death sentence depending on what crime, because that's a whole different can of worms. Yes. Thank you, Bonkin Girl. Our Pokemon professor of the day.
You asked me.
No, well, yeah. No, you're the researcher. You're the researcher in my series. I apologize to Maryland forums, and I apologize to Pokemon Crossroads. If this is breaking any sort of forum rules when I post this video to your site, I apologize. But now I know what I'm going to name this episode. Public execution. Yay! Or is it humane? No, public execution. That way people will get the WTF factor, and it'll be clickbait for people to watch my series. And maybe this will be the first episode they watch, and they'll be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? He's playing Pokemon. No, we gotta use a full non-Pokemon player accent and be like, he's playing Pokemon! Why is he talking about this? I don't know who I'm sending out.
Now that person feels.
Yeah, they're gonna be completely offended. Which is funny because I just watched a video by Nigga Higa, aka Ryan Higa, called Butthurt People, which is actually pretty funny. And if you're watching this right now and you sat through all of that, pause this video, open up a new tab, go to YouTube, look up Ryan Higa or Nigga Higa, and one of his newest videos as of November 18th, 2014 is Butthurt People. What? Yeah, we'll go, yeah, no, I'm sure everybody that watches this has probably already seen that, because I only have 11 subscribers. And the only video that's actually really getting any kind of views is the Super Mario review. But that's probably because it says Super Mario and Five Nights at Freddy's, and they're like, what the heck? And they watch it and they're like, WTF. Oh, golly. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's going to be the comedic. Well, at the point I'm saying this, I'm already going to edit it in, but there you go. That's called comic relief, folks. Comic relief. Off-screen burp. We've lightened the mood, and now everything's happy again. Back to Pokemon grinding. Finally! Wow. That took quite some time. Y'all have no idea. Yeah! Go Hamburglar, baby. Vibrata. Alright. Oh, Dragon Breath. Sweet. Let us pay our respects to the Treacle Order. The Treacle Memorial. Yep. Yeah, I'm done. I like those water balloons. Those are fun. And now we are at Norman's gym. Finally, after about, oh man, that took a long time. Maybe like 13 hours-ish, 14 hours of grinding. I'll have to look back over it. But, yeah, so let's review the team here. We've got Lily in the lead, who's at level 35. We've got Porcoroso at level 36. Shaq, who's now reached level 35. Porco, again, leveled up into a Grumpig, which is pretty cool. Hamburglar is up at level 35, who evolved into a Vibrava, which is pretty cool. Twinkie at level 35, and Peanut at level 37. So everybody's at least level 35. Porcoroso and Peanut, the reason why they're just a little bit more is, you know, when I was training, it just seemed like a good switch out for them, so I ended up using Peanut quite a bit, and Porco a little bit here and there, only because I figured Lily would get quite a bit of experience out of this gym. So, yeah, because Lily, I think, has the best advantage out of everybody because she's got the fighting move, but other than that, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. Accuracy room. Remember right, it's split up into rooms, and you can go through all these rooms and head for Norman. But since I don't know if I'm gonna make it after I don't think I'm gonna win Norman's fight. I think that might be my last episode. I'm actually gonna switch this up split it up into 2 episodes, just in case, because I think that would just make for a better finale to a series. So, until next time, next episode, I'm taking on the trainers of Norman's gym. And after that, I'm taking on Norman. So Sensei Pong, signing out. Stay tuned.